Okay, let's start. What do you think of Briexit? Support it or not support it?
I'm fully in support of it.
Why? Do you have any reason?
My primary reason was sovereignty. I don't trust the European Commission. I don't trust the EU as an institution. I think they're an insult to democracy. They're an insult to national sovereignty, and I think ultimately it's going to be very destructive for Europe.
Okay, then do you think Brexit it's good for the future development of the UK?
In the short term, I think it's going to do some economic harm, but on the other hand, I think the EU itself is going to suffer a lot of economic harm soon anyway. I think Europe as a whole is headed for some serious economic disaster. And I think in the long run, Brexit at least allows us to develop on our own terms.
Okay, and the last question: as a native, has Brexit had any effect to your life?
It hasn't technically happened yet, so no real tangible effects. There has been a general sense of resentment from those who voted Remain, but I don't care, frankly.
Okay, thank you.
I do not support Brexit. There are several reasons. Will explain me why I do not support this. Before I start the reasons, I will say the former Prime Minister Cameron also did not support this, same as Theresa, the current Prime Minister, Theresa May. And as well as Obama, many leaders in the world, they hope Great Britain can remain in the Europe Union. Because as a union, it will be more easier for them to involve in the world trade and other international organization as a group. And once they leave the Europe Union, everything will become more complicated and more difficult for them, I assume. And there are many people start to regret when they know England is really out of EU. And so first, when England still in the EU, everything is very convenient. For example, like the EU member, they can leave, work, and their retirement plan, everything. It's, I would say, a free movement across the country in the EU member countries. And after they leave, the pound will depreciate. And once the pound depreciate, the price, everything will be very high for the resident to purchase. Their living costs will just become more expensive. And then from the financial side, the mortgage and the bond, the interest will be high for those, because the Bank of England, they would like to raise the interest rate in order to against the depreciation. So it will be benefit to the savers, but the other side, it will bad for the investor to invest. And I think the main reason England want to leave the EU is because in recent years there are so many terrorist attacks and so many immigration and the refugee came to Europe, and then bring so many social issues into the Europe as a whole. And at the same time, England has to pay billions of dollars in order to renew the membership in the European Union. And also they don't, maybe in recent years, the EU doesn't bring too much benefit to England. And at the same time, it costs them more. And so that's why, especially the Independent Party, consider this thing. They decide to leave EU will be more benefit to them.
Hello, Lily. May I ask you some question?
Yeah.
What do you think of the Brexit? Support it or not support it?
Actually, I'm neutral about the Brexit. It's not that good, but it's not that bad to Britain to European Union.
Okay, then do you think Brexit is good for the future development of the UK?
Yeah, I think so. Because Britain before has to pay a lot to the European Union because it has to support the arrangement and the running of the European Union. But European Union doesn't provide equivalent service to Britain. So I think it's unfair. And now Britain has go out of the European Union. I think it can reduce some funding for the European Union. It can just pay for itself.
Yeah,
for
save
its public
a lot
service.
of money, you think?
Public service, such as the hospitals and the schools, university. It can promote Britain's education and the health education, something like that.
Okay, thank you. And the last question is, as a foreigners, do you think has Brexit had any effect to the war?
I think it might have greater influence on European countries. After Britain has detached from the European Union, and another countries was looking for the situation, such as Italy.
Yeah,
Yes.
recently.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I think European Union is in a dangerous situation because I think it may collapse because of many countries want to go out of it.
Yeah.
And it won't be last for a long time, just like this situation goes.
Thank you. Yeah, that's it.
Hi, my name is Vincent. I'm a Chinese international student. For the Briexit, I don't support it. Briexit may give greater trading barriers between UK and other countries in Europe. Therefore, it may cause a huge economic loss. That's a bad thing. But it also saves big amount of money, which UK contribute to European Union. Every year, yeah. The potential value of English currency may increase, although English pound is devaluing. As you know, China is an exporting country, so the trading barriers due to Brexit will definitely impact Chinese economy. And the more English pound devalue, the more American dollars revalues. And the Chinese currency value will decrease indirectly.